In this video, I'll be giving a brief introduction as well as 5 eyewitness encounters with an entity that many know as the succubus. A succubus is a demon in female form that appears to men. Interactions with the succubus can lead to intense injuries or even death. There is a male counterpart to a succubus known as an incubus. Both beings are deadly and have evil intent towards their victims. Both creatures have been featured in literature and movies, but many believe them to be real and incredibly dangerous. To encounter a succubus is to be in danger of death, but some people have survived the meeting. This top 5 creepiest cryptids will focus on encounters with the demon. Number 5. Attacked by a succubus. In December 2012 in Bakersfield, California, a young man named Ethan had a demonic encounter. After returning from school, Ethan was tired and worn out, but still had plenty of homework to do. He worked late into the night before finally collapsing into bed. He fell asleep instantly, but did not sleep soundly. He dreamt that an evil being was in his home and it was trying to get into his room. It finally broke in, and as soon as it did, Ethan jolted awake with a ringing sound in his ears. He felt the demon. It was on the wall behind his head, holding his limbs down. It had something in his ears, and his left ear began to vibrate violently. The strange sensation spread to his right ear as well. Ethan fought as best he could, but could not break free. He cursed at the being and tried to free his arms or legs. The demon only laughed at him, an eerie and horrific sound that was neither deep nor high-pitched. The demon cried out, "Soon," and released him. He sat up rapidly, leaping out of the bed to turn on the lights. But when light flooded his bedroom, there was nothing out of the ordinary. However, Ethan's dogs were acting abnormal, barking, leaping at the door, and trying desperately to get to their owner. He went to the bathroom and was startled to see his reflection in the mirror. His eyes were bloodshot, with the whites of his eyes completely red. He realized he had been visited by a succubus demon. Ethan remains terrified of the demon returning, but has not had another incident ever since. Number 4. The first succubus. Lilith appears in various incarnations throughout ancient history as both a fertility goddess and, in some versions of the Bible, Adam's first wife. After being cast out of the Garden of Eden, Lilith is said to have become a succubus who had the ability to kill men with a single kiss. The daughters of Lilith and Adam, known as the Lilin, were also believed to be succubi. In ancient folklore, Jewish mothers feared that their children would be kidnapped or eaten by Lilith and the Lilin. Murder by kiss. Normally you can't breathe out and breathe in at the same time. When a succubus kisses someone, she sucks air from them. It is so forceful that you are forced to breathe out, but you can't breathe in. She overpowers you to the point that you can't breathe in because you are forced to breathe out. This won't cause any pain, but you will faint or even die once your lungs run out of air because you still can't breathe in. The succubus is still kissing you because her lung capacity is more, i.e., she is still breathing in. And that's how she murders someone with a kiss. Careful out there, fellas. Number 2. Forbidden pleasures. My name is B. I perform my own sex rituals and request the possession and pleasure of the spirits. I recently smoked weed and became overpowered with intense sensations of pleasure. I could feel something stirring wildly inside of me. I could hear prompting in my head to hurry and get into bed. Suddenly I felt a force inside me, in and out, deeply. I couldn't believe it. It was pleasurable beyond any human capability. This spirit penetrated me for about 15 minutes. It was wonderful, one of the best experiences of my life, but here is the problem. This thing sits in you and just quietly craves sexual pleasure tirelessly until you give in. I feel like I've become this entity's slave. All I do is get high and have sex with this entity for hours. I am drained. I want my life back. It's too powerful and too addictive. I want to stop, but I can't. I know no man will ever match this intense, pleasurable experience. I have almost every day with this spirit. I can't stop. It's madness. It's probably best to not invoke them. It's driving me crazy. My thinking has even changed. It puts deviant sexual thoughts in my head all of the time. It's like I'm having to have this encounter every day. Heed my warning. Number 1. Beauty of the Beast. The Succubus haunting case took place in 1986 in West Piston, Pennsylvania. The haunting involved a married couple, Jack and Janet Smurl, who lived in a duplex with their 4 children. Their house came to be known as the Nightmare Home as the family reported several disturbing encounters. The case attracted Ed and Lorraine Warren, who went to the house to investigate after receiving a desperate call from the Smurls. The local priest was unable to help them, even after blessing the home. A voice recording of Lorraine Warren narrates, when phenomena first began to occur in this house, they tried everything. They called people, they called the church. The priest came out and blessed it, but so much more was needed. One night, as the Smurls were lying in bed, the bed started to shake, after which they saw black shadows move across the bedroom, and something grabbed Janet and yanked her off the bed. There was another night when both started to rise up in the air, as high as the ceiling. In a different incident, Jack was sitting in a chair when he saw a woman coming down the stairs. The woman looked very beautiful from afar, but when she came closer, her face changed to a skull with rotting teeth, and it attacked him. It is said that this type of sexual attack is an insult to the birth cycle of Jesus Christ and God. Ed and Lorraine Warren had to use religious provocation to try and chase away whatever evil was there.